Hello everyone, I am Sanika Suryanshi from Sri Siddheshwar Women's College of Engineering, Solapur, and my today's subject is Programming for Problem Solving, and their topic is Arrays. Array. An array is a collection of elements of the same type that are referenced by a common name compared to the basic data type like that int, float, void. It is an aggregate or derived data type. All the elements of an array occupy a set of contiguous memory locations. Why need to use array type? Consider the following issue. We have a list of 1000 students, marks of an integer type, or if using the basic data type int, we will declare something like the following: int student mark 0 and student mark 1 means int student mark 0 is the student 1 and student mark 1 is the student second. Then it is up to student mark 999. By using an array, we just declare like this: int student mark in square bracket 1000. This will be reserved 1000 contiguous memory locations for storing the student's mark. Then graphically, this can be depicted as in the following figure. Then this is the store data type of integer. Student mark 0 and 0 is index subscript starting from the instead of 1. Student mark is array's name. This figure shows the all of the array information. This absolutely has simplified our declaration of the following variable. We can use index or subscript to identify each element or location in the memory. Hence, if we have any index of j, student mark j should refer to the jth element in the array of student mark. For example, student mark of 0 will be referred to the first element of the array. Thus, by changing the value of j, we could refer to any element in the array. So, array has simplified our declaration and of the coarse manipulation of the data. A single or one-dimensional array declaration has the following form: array underscore element underscore data underscore type array underscore name of the array size. Here array underscore element underscore data underscore type defines the base of the array, which is the type of each element in the array. Array underscore name is any valid C identifiers name that obeys the same rule of the identifier naming. Array underscore size defines how many elements the array will hold. For example, if of the one-dimensional array declarations int x number square bracket 20 y number in square bracket 50 float f price of 10 f yield character letter 70. The first example declares two arrays named xnum and ynum of type int. Arrays xnum can store up to 20 integers number while ynum can store up to 50 numbers. Array initialization. An array may be initialized at the time of declaration. Initialization of an array may take the following form: type array underscore name of the size of array is equal to in the curly bracket a underscore list underscore of underscore value, then curly bracket complete and form semicolon. For example, int id num7, then it gives the size of array is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, then a float, f float number is 5, then float gives हमें float is give in decimal point, then 5.6 5.7 5.8 5.9 6.1, then char ch char oval in underscore in curly bracket 6, then a e I o u array. Example, take 10 integer input from user and store them in an array and find the sum of all numbers stored in array. Hash include studio.h. Int main, int I sum is equal to 0, array size of 10. For I is equal to 0, then I is less greater than equal to 10, then I plus plus scanf %d and array. For I is equal to 0, then 0 is greater than 10, I plus plus, then sum of array. Print sum of input integers is %d slash n sum, then return 0. Two-dimensional arrays. A two-dimensional array has two script indexes. The first subscript refers to the row and the second to the column. Its declaration has the type of following term: data underscore type, array name, and size of an array. For example, int x integer in the size of 3 or 4, float matrix num in the size of 20, 25. The first line declares x integer as an integer array with 3 rows and 4 columns. Then second line declares a matrix num as a floating point array with 20 rows and 25 columns. Then this is the best chart for understand the arrays. Then column 0, column 1, column 2, column 3 and column 3 is last. Then size of an array is 4, the row 1, row 0, row 1, row 2. Then A is the array name, 2 is the row index, and column index is 1. Hash include is the example of an two-dimensional array is hash include studio.h, define row 5 and define column 4. Int main, curly bracket open, int I comma j double total, int marks row and column 10 23 31 11 10 43 21 21 12 22 30 13 30 31 26 41 13 03 41 15. For I is equal to 0, I is greater than row and I plus plus. Total 0, 0. For j is equal to 0, j is greater than column, then j plus plus. Total plus marks ij. Printf average of student %d is %f slash n I total 4.0. 3D array. 3D array is an array of 2D arrays, and then this is the example of the 3D array.